Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Welcome to the Double R Show, and it is the red, white, and blue flying proudly.
Yeah, we've got Flag Day coming up here this week, but we're going to focus on some folks that bring, honor to the flag year-round.
All year long, the Lincoln City Kiwanis Club, the American Legion Post, and the Ocean Lake... Well, I started to say Ocean Lake Elks, and I was corrected before. It is the Lincoln City Elks Lodge.
Correct, yes. The Lincoln City Elks Lodge, now located up near the mall. And so we're going to hear from the Exalted Ruler, Gail Hogan. We're going to hear from past Commander Bob Portwood of the American Legion, and Nicole Peterson. She's the president of the Kiwanis Club this year.
She's the president of the Kiwanis Club, and her husband is the lieutenant governor of Kiwanis.
That's right, yeah, all in the family.
All that and more coming up. Red, white, and blue at its best.
Books and puzzles have one thing in common. Bob's Beach Books in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City. Books for every interest, books by authors from around the world and across the street. Visit Bob's Beach Books so you can say, I have read a good book lately.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries. Joining us now is Bob Portwood, and Bob is past commander for the American Legion Post in Lincoln City. Also has a couple of bookstores here in Lincoln City as well. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Good to have you back, and got Bob in to talk about American Legion. That we should know what about the American Legion Post here in Lincoln City, Bob?
It's a service organization. Bottom line, we raise money any way we can and spend it mostly locally on, how would you describe it? Not necessarily charities, but local organizations and other organizations that need money, sometimes individuals that need money. We help vets who get stuck in town by providing gas or sometimes a place to stay.
Variety of activities that are involved.
It is.
Is it all about the veteran, or
no,
okay?
It's while we're a veterans organization, we support all kinds of things, particularly around town. And by the way, we welcome all vets, male or female, regardless of age, regardless of where or how they served, even if they weren't in the Army.
It was interesting to me today, the veteran or the Legion meeting that we held at Hilltop. The one gentleman that was there for the first time was 89 years old or young. I guess maybe 89 years young.
Yep.
So it is for veterans of all ages.
All ages, all ages. We would like to get more younger veterans, younger being 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s.
Anything younger than us.
It tends to be the older veterans that are attending the meetings simply because they may not be full-time employed. And our meetings are the first Tuesday of every month at the Hilltop at noon. And by the way, we've also got the state convention coming up, 2 weeks
In
or
2
so?
weeks, going to be here in Lincoln
Yes.
City, up at Chinook Winds.
Yep, that should be fun.
The state convention is pretty important. Not only does it draw attention for the veteran activities, but it brings some money into the coffers of Lincoln City.
Oh, it certainly does. I forget how many rooms they've reserved as far as a place for people to stay because it's a state convention, so they come from all over the state.
And we have the national commander of American Legion coming to Lincoln City.
Right, a week and a half.
Okay.
Right? The American Legion is an interesting organization. It's involved in so many different things that probably most people aren't aware of. I mentioned that we donate money. We support youth baseball. So many. I didn't even know where to start. I should have had a cheat sheet.
The baseball has been a big thing for Legion across the United States.
It has, particularly in the larger cities where they have simply more people. If I remember correctly, a long time ago, we tried it here and we simply didn't have enough people involved to do it. It's a fair amount of work, and everything we do is volunteer. Nobody in the post gets paid other than simply reimbursement for whatever they spend. Other than that, it's volunteer activities.
Now, many of the Legion posts have a facility, a building. This one doesn't in Lincoln City.
We'd sure like somebody to donate one.
Okay.
Some of them are really nice.
Could a bookstore be in there?
Yeah, there we go. Oh, the post in Newport has a really nice building. Some of the posts have been around long enough that property was cheaper. Even relatively, property was cheaper. I don't know what we do now, but it'd be nice to have a permanent place to stay.
The American Legion Post does lots of good things, but it probably the most important is what it does for that veteran that really does need some help.
Yep, and we haven't been seeing as much of that lately for whatever reason. But all we ask is that the veteran have some way of showing that they are indeed a veteran, because, like everything else these days, it seems you have people claiming to be what they're not. But that hasn't been a big problem for us. That's only happened once or twice. But helping out vets, we've done that a number of times. And, for instance, we keep gas cards handy to help vets that are on from one place to another and simply run out of gas one way or the other. As well as, like I mentioned, providing a place to stay if we need to, a local motel room. We've helped people with broken down cars, you name it. We help vets. We are vets, so we help vets.
And one of the only veteran I know that's got a plane coming out of his business is Bob Portwood. And that came about how, Bob?
Yeah, I bought that from the state of Oregon. The state has periodic auctions. Actually, they have a continual auction through a state website, and I can't remember what the website is. You know, they all sound alike, but just look up State of Oregon auction, and they have a regular auction out of Salem. You can go over and look at stuff they auction off, but this was a flight trainer at the PCC airport. And most people don't know they had an airport. I didn't know until I bought the airplane. But the state auctioned it off, and we just thought that would be interesting to have attached to the bookstore. So we got it, had it moved, and we got an airplane.
Coming out of the building.
Yeah, that was Alaska Airlines first 727, as a matter of fact.
If a veteran is in town that you mentioned and happens to run out of gas, how do they find us?
There are several ways. They can talk to either the police department, one of the churches, Chamber of Commerce, whatever, and hopefully they'll be directed to one of the members of the American Legion, usually me, because I'm easy to contact, and they'll be directed to call my bookstore and leave a message, and we'll get back to them and help them. Like I said, we keep gas cards on hand because that's a fairly common problem, because there are a lot of vets that are having a tough time. We all know there are a lot of homeless vets, and there shouldn't be.
One of the other things that the Post is really concerned about is the suicide rate of veterans.
Right. Our present commander, Kevin, that's one of his things that he's really involved in is suicide prevention. He's got the statistics and brings it up at each one of our meetings.
And again, before we close out, Bob, if somebody needs help, needs gas, whatever would happen to be, they get a hold of you, how?
Give me a call, 541-994-4453, if you need help or simply want to ask about the American Legion.
One of the hottest names in country.
She might come home in a tank.
Joe Nichols.
Yeah, tequila makes her clothes fall off.
Live in concert. Whoa. Joe Nichols. Friday, June 19th, 8 p.m. Chinook Winds Casino Resort. Platinum selling and award winning.
I said, yeah, yeah. Like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio.
Don't miss Joe Nichols. Friday, June 19th, 8 p.m. Chinook Winds Casino Resort. Buy tickets at the casino. By phone at 1-888-MAIN-ACT or online at ChinookWinds.com.
Like Billy Graham's Bible, and guitar when he plays.
Joe Nichols
The good Lord had a plan.
at Chinook Winds Casino Resort in Lincoln City, where concerts are better at the beach.
Welcome back to the Double R Show. Joining us next is Gail Hogan, and Gail is the Exalted Ruler of the Lincoln City Elks Lodge. You guys are getting bigger and better all of the time.
Correct, we are. We are headed for our 8th year. We were installed or reinstituted, I think is the correct word, in May 11th, 2019. And we are going on 120 members, and proudly, and we're about ready to initiate 4 more next meeting.
What brings somebody to the lodge to become a member?
I think more word of mouth, or coming to one of our fabulous Friday night dinners, or veteran soup. Somebody will bring a guest, and voila, they'll say, well, how do I become a member? And we just hand them an application, and they sign up, and we welcome them in every time.
And for membership, what do they do? What is the lodge most proud of?
I think what we give back to our community. We do backpack grants. We give $4,000 to the backpack program every year. We give $2,000 to Meals on Wheels, and we give $2,000 to the food pantry. This happens every year. What else do we do? Gosh, I don't know.
That's a lot of money to raise, and how do you raise that money?
Well, a lot of it goes from our membership, and from our membership, they give to ENF, and ENF is an Elks National Foundation, and with that money, they give us grants, and with our grants, we are able then to give back to those grants to those people.
When I think of Elks, I think of Americanish, stepping up and being proud of your heritage.
Correct. We have a member called Babe Bogart. I think pretty much everybody knows who that is. She does our Americanism, and she is very proud of that, and she goes out to our schools, and Americanism has a quote every year, and she goes to the schools, and they write an essay every year. And I think this year is, what does it mean to be an American? And they write an essay, and then it goes to Grand Lodge to be voted on who wrote the best essay.
And is scholarship money after that?
Yes, exactly. You get a scholarship, and I'm not sure how much that is, but I think it takes first and second and third place.
So the lodge gathers weekly?
No, on the first and third Tuesday of every month.
And what happens at those meetings that you can talk about?
Well, you have your unfinished business and your new business and your good of the orders and complaints, what you'd like to see happen, what isn't going good, what is going good, what you want to continue to have happen. That's kind of the run-of-the-mill stuff that happens in the meeting. Some are fun. We like to make it fun. I want to make it fun anyway. And then we just go through what we've made through the month, if we're above water, and we've been staying above water ever since we became a new lodge.
The old lodge was the fun lodge.
Yes. It was fun. I was not a member there, but I was a spouse of a member, and it was fun. I remember the prime rib dinner nights. I mean, you can't go anywhere and get a prime rib dinner for $12.
So what gives you the most pride now about the new lodge here in Lincoln City? And by the way, it's located just up the street from Bi-Mart, so people know where you're at.
Well, I'll tell you what I started 5 years ago was our veterans soup. I can honestly say that in 5 years, I have not made the same soup twice, except for one. And every veteran can tell you and will say the same thing. On Christmas, we make lobster bisque. and they will talk about it. They always say, are we going to have lobster bisque for Christmas? And the answer will always be yes. So that is one soup that I will continue to make for our veterans.
Now, the Veterans Lunch that you do, and it is free of charge, I understand, for all veterans, correct?
It is. It is free of charge. And now we also started a Friday night dinner, which is always the third Friday of every month, and that is free for the veterans. But of course, our members are always welcome to that one. And it is also free for the veterans.
You're getting more and more people that are finding out and wanting to become members of the lodge. Again, there's so many different reasons, is there not?
Well, yeah, but a lot of the reason still stands true. It's the RV parks. They like to go to visit the RV parks that are associated with the Elks, because I understand it's a lot cheaper than the regular RV parks.
So you still have the one park out in Drift Creek?
That is not owned by our lodge. However, a member of our lodge owns it, and our members still go out there, and a lot of the members from other elk lodges still participate in that.
And if somebody wants to become a member of the lodge, has interest in becoming a member of the lodge, they do what, Gail?
Well, we try to give them to volunteer in every part of our lodge. That's for sure.
Gail Hogan, who is the Exalted Ruler of the Lincoln City Elks Lodge, not the Ocean Lake, but the Lincoln City Elks Lodge. We appreciate continued success.
Thank you very much.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service.
Home-style cooking in a hometown atmosphere. Hi, I'm Adina from Zeller's Restaurant in Rose Lodge in Lincoln City. Join us daily for good fun and great food. You can even kick up your heels at Zeller's.
We're talking with the president of the Lincoln City Kiwanis Club, Nicole Peterson. Nicole, Kiwanis means what to you?
Kiwanis means a lot to me. In my family, I am the third generation, but we now have a fourth generation in Kiwanis in Lincoln City. So it means a lot to me because it has a special spot in my heart, from my grandpa being a member all the way through my family.
And you continue to go because you are the president and your husband is the lieutenant governor.
Yes, that is true. My husband was the president prior, and now he's the lieutenant governor, and I'm the president this year of Kiwanis, and we just really put our all into the club because it's something very important to us.
One of the biggest activities of the Lincoln City Kiwanis Club are the flags, and the flags I wanted to talk about. All of the flags that go up and down Highway 101 on a number of holidays, right?
Yes, we have 9 holidays that we put the flags up, weather permitting. If it's raining too hard, we don't want to get our flags destroyed, so we skip it on those days. But we cover holidays like MLK Day, Flag Day, 4th of July, Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Armed Forces Day, Labor Day, and President's Day.
Now, do you put them up in front of businesses? Where all do they go?
So there's a number of ways. People can sponsor through their business, and we'll put the flag up in front of their business. For $40 per year, you get all the holidays, and it'll be taken down and put up each day for you. Or you can personally sponsor a flag, and they can go places such as the Cultural Center, Ed Johansson's Plaza, and in front of the schools and parks and such.
Oh, a couple of my favorite places are the flags, the military flags that go up the front of the Cultural Center and the Ed Johann Plaza.
Yes, those are beautiful displays. There is a flag for each branch of the military put up at each of those places on every holiday.
I love it. That's one set that does go up because I take them down and put them in my garage.
Yes, so that set can go up and down because Roger has a heated garage. Unfortunately, our container for the other flags is not heated, and so they would get moldy if we tried to put them up and take them down in the rain.
Now, having the flags up is one thing, but there is another reason for the flags to be there.
Yes, besides the flags just being a patriotic thing, all of the money that we collect, which, like I said, it's only $40 per year per flag, goes to give children in our high school scholarships to go to college.
And we're talking about some pretty good money.
Yeah, usually we can do 8 $1,000 scholarships is what we did this year.
What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. So making sure that kids have higher education is very important, and giving them some money to help just anything that they can to be able to do that for themselves is just very important. I had 3 kids that went through high school here, and having those scholarships available was everything for them.
And who can sponsor a flag? Anybody can sponsor a flag.
Anybody can sponsor a flag. Businesses, like I said, well, if it's on 101, we'll put the flag up right in front of your business. But if you just want to sponsor a flag, it's only $40 a year, and it makes our town look amazing.
It really does set a tone.
Yeah, we get so many compliments as we're driving down the road, putting them up and taking them down, that they just appreciate that our town just has flags up and down for each one of these holidays. It means the world to our veterans and to anybody who really, cares about the program.
And if somebody wants to become a sponsor, you don't have to be a member of the Kiwanis Club. You don't have to have a business. You can be an individual.
Yes, you can be an individual sponsor to help our flags fly. We definitely could use some new sponsorships, as we have a few that have fallen off or moved out of the area. And so anyone who's interested can contact any Kiwanian, and we can get you set up with the flags.
And what would work quite well the days that the flags are up, we will knock on the doors of the businesses that don't have one.
That's true. We probably should. That's how I make my lists of who we need to go contact. I'll be like, there's not a flag in front of them or them or them.
And it really does speak volumes to have that flag out in front of your business.
Yeah, it does. It just makes you look like you're part of, the team and making Lincoln City look beautiful on all these holidays.
The flags are important not only to the Kiwanis Club, but to the entire community. And as we continue to do that, what else can be done by the Kiwanis Club for the benefit of the community?
The Kiwanis Club does a lot to benefit the community. Besides just the flags, we do the annual Easter egg hunt, we do the Spooky Spectacular, we do games at our Kite Fest programs, we do lots of fun stuff. One thing I did want to mention is we charter our local Boy Scouts, and they actually are the ones who retire our flags for us once they are past their wear.
Now, one further thing we would want to cover before we get out of here, Stuff-A-Bus. You are one of the most integral part of Stuff-A-Bus, and you're already working on that.
We already are. Starting on June 1st, my staff asks every customer who comes in the door to please donate to Stuff-A-Bus, and we match those numbers. And last year we did 100 backpacks that were completely full of supplies, plus some extra stuff for the principals.
That's a biggie.
Yeah, because we reach out every year to the principals and go, okay, what's your wish list? And it'll be a bag of headphones or, just anything like that. And so we really, helping the kids in our community is definitely number one for us.
And it does prove out it's from kindergarten on through high school.
Yes, kindergarten on through high school. Anybody can come on the day that we do Stuff-A-Bus and pick up a backpack or pick up some supplies and anything you really need to just get started.
Now, Nicole is the president of the Lincoln City Kiwanis Club, and there are Kiwanians throughout the community. Fact is, it was announced we have the largest club, one of the larger clubs in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes, we are number 2, and we are leading number 1 in new members right now. We have 60 members as of next Thursday. We'll have 60 members.
That's a big number.
It is a big number. And we have a great community of people who do anything and everything in Lincoln City, and I just love our Kiwanis team.
And again, El Presidente Nicole Peterson here at the Lincoln City Outlets. And there's Kiwanians throughout the community if you want to sponsor a flag.
Absolutely. Reach out to any one of us, and we can definitely help you get a flag.
And remember, you don't have to have a business. You could be an individual. You could be retired. Anybody can sponsor a flag.
Absolutely. And all the money goes to giving high school kids scholarships.
I'm Josh Zantello with Zantello Law Group, and we are fortunate to have a number of attorneys in our office that specialize in a variety of law fields. Call our office and set up a free consultation. With our field of experts, you're never alone.
Tammy Viles joins us. She's the branch manager, vice president of WAFED here in Lincoln City. You've been with the bank how long?
It's almost 14 years. I started as a teller, and for about the last 10 years, I've been the manager there.
A few days ago, we were talking about WAFED and the fact that you don't do mortgages anymore. Why is that?
At about a year and a half ago, they pivoted and they wanted to focus more on small businesses and help them grow in our community. And so we switched gears and our focus is on that now.
And when you say on that, what do you do for the small business?
Whatever we can to help them grow. We have free business checking accounts. They don't need a minimum balance, which really helps the small businesses. If they need a loan to expand or just a line of credit, we're able to do that, and we can do that right there at the branch. And sometimes we can get them money within a week, if they need money for their business.
If somebody wants to come in and has got a business plan, needs a loan, what do they need to bring with them?
That's a good question, Roger. If they need under $100,000 and they've been in business 3 years, I'm going to ask them what their stated annual income is and get permission to pull credit. And we're going to make the decision off of that most likely.
And those decisions, you said, can be made right here in Lincoln City.
I get all the information. I do have to submit it. There is an underwriting team. On a lot of them, I do get an immediate credit approval, but then they do have to go through the steps, just to verify that they're current on their Secretary of State and things like that.
So if right now a number of the businesses are doing business with you, do they have to already be customers to apply for loans and whatever?
No, they don't have to already be a client. If we do fund a business loan for them, they will need to open up a WAFED account.
You really do want to have a relationship with the client, don't you?
Definitely. We do. Yeah. We work hand in hand, help them with their treasury management, get them checks, merchant services, payroll, whatever they need. We're going to help them find solutions.
Now, WAFED has been good for the community in support of a lot of nonprofits.
Oh, yeah. We're out there.
For instance?
Well, as you know, I'm on the board of Angels Anonymous, as you are. And we've given grants to that organization, I think, that total close to $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
And Habitat, we've given them a grant as well as Family Promise. Not only do we do the grants, but we volunteer in the community. I do financial literacy classes at Family Promise once a month, helping those families get back up on their feet. Once a month, I go to the Episcopal Church and I serve meals and help the community that way. We've done landscaping for Habitat for Humanity during work hours just to help those families get into their homes.
Tammy Viles, Branch Manager, Vice President, Lincoln City WAFED. And if I need more information from WAFED, I do what?
You can stop by our branch at 1545 Northwest Highway 101 or give me a call at 541-994-3618.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
Welcome back to the Double R Show as we leave you today. Again, our thanks to Nicole Peterson, Robert Portwood, and Gail Hogan for joining us on the podcast. It is always interesting to talk about Americanism, red, white, and blue.
Yeah, and the service organizations that keep that spirit alive. So thanks to them for being part of the community, and just glad to have them on the show today.
Seven Capes Bird Alliance is presenting Birding by the Dee River. This takes place each month, every Saturday, third Saturday of each month from 10 to 11:30 at the Dee River.
Yeah, is it at the first and third Saturday?
First and third Saturdays of each month. It is birding at its best. That's a real tweet.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You sound like you've got a Twitter account or what is that ever?
Or whatever that is. Glen Eden Beach Parade is forthcoming, and we're going to hear more about the parade next week on the podcast, I believe.
Yeah, in a future podcast here, we'll have Warren Ryland on talking about the Glen Eden Beach Parade. Of course, you're going to be one of the announcers, correct, for that, along
myself
with
and Heather Hatton.
Double H and Double R taking the scene. Yeah,
it is pretty fun. Free family fishing days up at Hebo Lake Campground. This takes place on the 18th of June. It is good fishing fun for the entire family.
Yeah, it's an experience to just get up that way. And then, if you can, head all the way to the top of Mount Hebo and see the remnants of that Air Force
I still have not made it all the way to the top, even though we've had Tom Carl on talking about being and living there.
Right. Well, maybe we'll have to remedy that this year.
I think so. And one of my favorite activities all year long is the BB camp that's out at Benai Breath. This is a day camp for all of the children of the area. It goes through August the 7th, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 each day. canoeing, dance, nature, arts and crafts, swimming, archery, rope course, zip line, creative arts, athletics, and a whole lot more.
That's just an amazing set of activities for kids. And so, the fundraisers that they do to get local kids out there, highly commendable.
And speaking of activities for kids, the Friday Enrichment Program takes place out at Nesco Valley School. This is for grades K through 6. Education, exploration, and creativity. Again, good summer programming for the young people of the area.
Well, speaking of good summer programming, don't miss this weekend on the 13th, Saturday the 13th, out at the estuary of the Salmon River. We're going to be doing 3 different estuary tours on pontoon boats. And I think you've done it once. But
I've done it once.
Like I said last time, you should do it twice, do it 3 times. So
it's a little different each time.
It is, yeah. And, it's going to be a great weekend. Again, Saturday on the 13th, 11:30, 12:30, and 1:30 are the times. Register at cascadehead.org and get your spot reserved.
And it is presented by
Cascade Head Bicycle Collaborative.
Anything else your side of the table?
We are clear from here.
That'll do it to the doings. And we remind you to like, share this special event and each and every week. New program every week.
Yeah, and 155th one on this one. We're going to be hitting season 4 here shortly.
For his son Paul, for Janet, I'm Double R. Have yourself a happy day.
You've been listening to The Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For The Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.